It is now acknowledged that climate change is one of the greatest challenges currently facing humanity. But how do we tackle it? At times it appears like an impossible puzzle to solve. Enormous pressures are now being placed on all nations to drastically cut carbon emissions in order to halt a dangerous rise in global temperatures.
We're headed for 4 degrees, which is way beyond anything that we want to be and beyond anything that we are likely to be able to cope with.
We're seeing the impacts of global climate change all over the planet, but include increases in floods, ever-worsening wildfires, more widespread droughts, intensifying heat waves, observed coral bleaching events, the devastating power of typhoons and hurricanes. These changes in climate have huge implications, as Dr. Francis points out.
People who worry about whether there's enough fresh water to supply cities, to supply reservoirs and for agriculture and just all kinds of other uses. Yes, it has a huge impact for a whole range of issues that affect the way we live.
I would say that one of the most important messages to get across is there are differences that can be made. There are differences in the level of pressure that people can put on their governments and that governments can put on each other. There are relatively small scale but quite important improvements that can be made in methods of food production and so forth in poorer countries. There are measures we can take about our own carbon emissions just as individuals and as families.
My message to all viewers is that let us all, individuals, in a collective way, assist the leaders to affect and implement their plans that they are aiming by to protect the environment so that we can continue having a good life in this world. The pollution is causing us so many problems health-wise.
We need to put aside our religious and political and national and ethnic differences in order to unite around a challenge that faces all of us. If we don't do that, then all of our differences are going to become irrelevant in the face of this enormous challenge.